read thousands and thousands of quotes. These are ones for me are the best. So first of all, Paul J. Meyer. Okay, Paul J. Meyer is known as the founder of personal development. The first course that John Maxwell bought all those years ago was an $800 Paul J. Meyer course, which for him was a full month's pay. He saved for 3 months to buy this course from Paul J. Meyer. You can't go wrong, M-E-Y-E-R. And Paul J. Meyer, he has this quote that is so incredible, okay? And I have to look it up because I can't think how it goes right now. But it's, it came back to me. I was like, where'd it go? Whatever you vividly imagine, vividly, you guys know what the word vividly means, right? Clear. Whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe, and enthusiastically act upon, must inevitably come to pass. Okay, so if you didn't get that, somebody just videotaped it. We'll get it later. But that's what Paul J. Meyer says. Whatever, think about this, and I believe this is true. My mind bought into this years ago. I believe this is true. Whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe, and enthusiastically act upon must inevitably come to pass. Okay? That's Paul J. Meyer. I'll give you one from Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn was in front of a couple thousand people in 2004. And he said, hey, if you don't get anything else in this day, I want you to get this one thing and memorize this one thing. So I'm going to give this to you guys. Okay? From testimonials and personal experience, we have enough information to conclude that it's possible to design and live an extraordinary life. Would you guys agree?
Yes.
Did you hear people today that have designed and are living an extraordinary life?
Yes.
Do you believe that if it's possible for them, it's also possible for you?
Yes.
Awesome. So we're going to do some work on your mindset, and I want to, this is 2001. This is the first thing that was handed to me that really helped me change my mindset. It's by Jim Rohn, and it's called Building Your Network Marketing Business. Right? You can go on YouTube and listen to this for free, or you can go to jimrohn.com and you can order Jim Rohn stuff. And the more Jim Rohn you listen to, the more your mindset's going to get better, the more personally developed you'll get. Great, great resource. I'm going to give this one to the girl that came all the way from Iowa. There you go. All right. So let's talk about the difference for a little bit between winners and losers. Okay? The difference between winning and losing is mindset. All right? Losers say, I think I will give it a try. And the fruit of a loser's mindset is quitting. Do you guys agree with that? If you have a loser's mindset, you quit. And you say it was their fault. You go to the next thing and you quit. You say it was their fault. And you find thing after thing after thing, starting over, quitting. And here's what I know is wherever you go, there you are. Right? Because guess what you and I's biggest problem is? Us. We're our biggest problem. Here's something to think about. To you, what does the best It Works how would you define an amazing leader in It Works? Right? Think about that. How would you describe what attributes do they have, what character they have? Write it down and then go to work on yourself becoming that person. You become that person, you become that legendary person that you think of. Like maybe there's someone in It Works right now and you just love them to death. Why? Why do you love them to death? Write down what you love about them and then go to work on becoming the best version of yourself, because then you'll attract other people to you just like those people are attracting you to them. Okay? Complainers aren't obtainers. You can't go far in life if you're a complainer, so just stop, right? Pitiful is not powerful. Moaners are groaners. Excusers are losers, right? You can make excuses or you can make money. You can't make both, right? Okay? And you have to choose between warrior or warrior. See the difference? Warrior. Are you going to be a warrior in life? Or are you going to be a warrior in life? And basically, worrying is praying for problems to happen. Think about it. That's what worrying is. Who here realizes that 90% of what you worry about never even happens? Right? Isn't it crazy? Like if you think about maybe like a year ago, we were all stressed out about something going on, and you can't remember what you're stressed out about anymore. So what we realize is as we get older, sometimes wisdom comes with age, and sometimes age comes all by itself. So you want to make sure that as you're getting older, you're getting wiser, and the only way you're going to do that is by intentionally growing your mind, intentionally growing your mindset. Average is the cream of the crap. Agree? Average is the cream of the crap. It's the best of the worst, right? See, here's what I know. We're all in America right now, right? So it's like you got a winning lottery ticket just because you're here right now. You guys know over 50% of the population makes $2.50 or less a day. Who's making more than $2.50 a day? So we're all doing pretty good, right? So have an attitude of gratitude. You know, right when you wake up, you want to have that attitude of gratitude. You want to be adding value to people every day. Our paycheck, and it works, reflects on the 15th of the month how much value we added the month before. How many people did we serve? How many problems did we solve? How much value did we add to people's lives? That's what we get paid for, right? And see, what I want you to understand is you and I are doing people a favor by introducing this business. We're not begging people. We're not trying to twist people's arms. We're not looking for a handout from someone else. We're offering solutions. We're offering health solutions. We're offering financial solutions. We are coming into that person's life and saying, now that I'm here, your future can begin. See, that's the posture you want to have as a Networks distributor, is that you have something to give that you know so many people need. Okay, and that's a mindset, right? I know when I was new to the industry, I was like, hey, do you think maybe you'd want to help me out and just show up? And because I need a guest, they told me I need a guest, and so I don't know if you'd be interested, but if you just come with me and just show up, you know, that'd be good. And does that sound like I'm offering anything of any value? No. So we don't offer value. Okay? So in the morning, here's a couple things I want to think about. Start your day off right. Every single morning, you want to have an attitude of gratitude in the morning. Remind yourself that you already have the winning lottery ticket. You woke up in a bed with AC or heat. You're winning. Right there, right? You get to eat. Most of you probably can go get water from like 6, 7 different places in your house. You know, you got the showers, you got the faucets, you got the outside. And that's not the case go stay in Africa for a couple weeks. And go try and drink water that's not muddy looking water. Go find a bottled water in the deep parts of Africa. Good luck, right? You're gonna be walking miles to try and find anything. So add value to people every day. Let me give you an example of mindset. So John Maxwell's 72, his dad is 90 something. And he lived during the Great Depression, right? So obviously in the Great Depression, people were struggling, they're hurting it, no one could find jobs. Okay, but Melvin Maxwell thought he would do something no one else would do so he could have things that no one else would have. You see the key there? Do things no one else will do so you can have things that no one else will have. Successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. That's the difference. It's a mindset. So here's Melvin Maxwell, has no job, and he says, you know what, I'm going to go add value to people. So he went to the first business and he said, hey, I'm here. I want to serve you today. I want to do some work for you. I don't want anything in return. I don't want you to pay me. Is there any work that I could do for free? Now, if you're an employer of a business and someone comes up to you, are you going to find something for them to do for free? Yeah. So Melvin would go in there and work really hard, add a ton of value to that company. At the end of the day, he'd say, thanks for letting me serve your company today. If any jobs come up in the future, I'd appreciate it if you would just let me know. Okay? Next day, he goes to the next business. Next day, he goes to the next business. 3 weeks later, he had 3 jobs in the Great Depression when most people couldn't find one. Why? Because he added value to people with no expectation in return. Okay? So big key to this business is just finding ways to add value to people. Now, you have to value people. If you don't value people, you're not going to add value to people, right? So you have to value people, and that's a growth. It's going through the growth. So persistent and consistent. I want to say this about this. If you're in a down, who's in a low point in life right now? I want you to tell yourself, this too shall pass. Okay, this is a season. Who's at a really high right now and everything's great and amazing? Now you have to tell yourself, this too shall pass, right? Because it's a season, right? How many of you realize life is going to be full of ups and downs, right? You're going to be going through life on a high, and then bam, some kind of circumstance is going to come and it's going to take the breath out of you. It's going to knock the wind out of your sails. This too shall pass. If you're at a low, this too shall pass. If you're at a high, this too shall pass. It's enjoying the journey, enjoying all of it, right? When you lose, you're not really losing, you're learning. Okay, and that's a mindset tweak, right? Hopefully you're gaining something from it. You're going, what was the lesson? You didn't lose, you learned a new lesson. Lessons are so important. So one thing that's important in this business is to shift from pleasing people to challenging people. Okay? If you're going to be a leader and it works, the bigger your team gets, the more people you're going to find that you can't make them happy. All right? And if you spend all your time trying to make someone happy, your business starts falling apart because you're focusing on the wrong thing. Your focus forms your future, and what you focus on grows. So don't focus on what's not going well. Focus on what is going well. Pour into that so what's going well goes even better. Okay? And understand that people are going to come along. How many of you have encountered any of those really unreasonable, nasty, stanky people? Anybody? All right. So when, people are like apples. You have red apples, green apples, and rotten apples. Okay, so red apples, they're ripe, they're ready. You come into their life, they're right there. They're going to join you right away because they're just waiting for an opportunity. Green apples need some time. How many of you took 3 months or longer before you finally joined It Works? Remember that when you're recruiting. Remember how long it took you, and then you got to be patient. Some people are green apples. Green apples need time, right? They need time to turn red. But what can you do with a rotten apple? Anything? Yeah, you can't. It's not going to work out, right? So when you run across these really unreasonable people, rotten apple, right? What you can say is, I can only please about one person a day, and today's just not your day. Okay? And then you say, tomorrow's not looking so good either. So it's funny because sometimes people are just ridiculous. And I think of this story of Winston Churchill, and there's this woman named Lady Astor. Lady Astor didn't like Winston, and she's just like, Winston, if I was your wife, I would poison your drink. And he said, Lady Astor, if I was your husband, I would gladly drink it. Right? So if people are just ridiculous, sometimes they deserve a ridiculous answer. And just understand that everyone's not going to join your business, and have a little fun with it. We're gonna go do a little thing here in a second. But so no matter what you do or how great you are, at least 5% won't like it or you. So just understand that and move on. When you have a team of 20, right, you're going to have somebody on your team that just doesn't like you. It's not because you did anything wrong. Don't question who you are because a person doesn't like you. When you have a team of 1,000, you're going to have about 20 that probably, you see what I'm saying? As your team grows, you're going to have more people that just aren't happy with the way you lead or aren't happy about what you do. Now, unless you've made some gross error in judgment and said something ridiculous just to push them away from you, just understand that you will never make everybody happy. And the only way in this world to not be criticized is to be nothing and to do nothing. It's the only way. So just understand that's part of the deal. Is that going to happen? Okay, so I'm going to go into the next section here real quick that I call Amateurs Convince Professionals Soar. Who has a card? Hopefully you got a card, right? Okay, so everybody got a card? Kind of hold your card. So we can do it. I'm going to show you how this business works. If you don't have a card, raise your hand. We'll get you one. Had a card. All right, so as Jess is passing them out to everybody, I'll kind of explain what we're doing here. How many cards are in a deck? 52. How many days are in a typical month?
30.
So let's say you expose 2 people to your business a day. What's 30 times 2? 60, and you take Sundays off, so you take 4 days off, so subtract 8. What's 60 minus 8? 52. Boom. Okay, so what I want to demonstrate right now is how you can guarantee yourself to do steps to success every single month. Okay? And it's by going through a deck of cards every month. Now, in the deck are how many aces? 4. And then how many face cards? Jack, Queen, King times 4 would be 12. So let's pretend, for the sake of this, some of you busting out your calculator. It's okay, you don't have to do math. If you don't know 4 times 3, you can still be successful. You don't have to know.
I don't even know my name, guys.
Eventually, you'll hire somebody to do your math for you. Okay? So 4 aces, 12 face cards. So let's just pretend for this that those aces are distributors and the face cards are customers or somebody who's going to buy something from you, okay? So does that sound good? Yeah. So what I'm going to show you the difference between an amateur and a professional. Amateurs convince, professionals sort. Let me show you. Okay, so let's say I'm an amateur. It's the beginning of June. My goal is to go out and build my business. So I go to the first person. Hey, how are you doing? Let me see your card. So she's got a nine of spades, which, you know, it's not a face card, right? It's not an ace. But I'm an amateur, so I'm like, she's my cousin Leah, and I know she's really successful, and I'm like, man, I gotta figure out how to get her in here. Let me find some white out. You got some white out? Let me get some white out. I'm gonna try and make her into something she's not. Let me white out all these spades. Let me spend a bunch of time here. I'm gonna draw an ace here. Try and make her change her mind, right? How much time did I just waste? A lot. Right? And then I'm gonna go, okay, well, I'm gonna bug you, right? I'm gonna annoy you. I'm gonna ask you 25 times a day. Are you ready yet? Are you ready yet? Are you ready yet? And then finally, I'm like, why did my cousin block me? Right? I don't know. I'm gonna try 2 more people before I quit. What's yours?
Let it down again.
Oh my God! Oh, your diamond though. Diamonds are good. I think this should have been a queen of hearts. Let me get my white out. Okay. Okay. Oh, it won't change. I don't know. All right, let's try. I mean, I was sure these 2 would join, so maybe I'll try a couple more. Look what we got here. What we got here? A 2. What am I supposed to do with a 2? Oh my gosh! I thought for sure you'd join. Oh, this doesn't work. Bunch of crap. There aren't even any aces in the world. There's no face cards in the world. All right, and I just spent a month on 3 people. Now let's do what a professional does. It's yours. Okay. Okay. Not interested. All right. Whatever. Yeah. Good. What you got? Yeah. What you got? Okay. What you got? Ooh. Hey, thank you. Got my first loyal. Took me 3 days. I got a loyal. No. Okay. We got here. Whatever. Woo! Everybody, get up, girl, get up. I got my first distributor, guys. The next person I talked to signed up too. I had to go through like 20 people, and I had no distributors. Now I got 2 in a row. Wow. Okay, what we got? Now I'm excited. Oh my gosh, no. We got 3 in 1 week. Okay, get up right now. Yes. Nothing. Okay. What you got? Okay. Good. Ooh, no, one more. Oh my gosh, it's my 4th distributor. What do I do now? Now I'm probably going to place this one under someone. So let me get in touch with my other 3 distributors and say, whichever one of you, I just signed up this girl. What's your name? I just signed up this girl, Melissa, man. She is excited. She's on fire. Whichever one of my first 3 distributors up there, whichever one of you ladies sign a distributor first, I'm going to place my girl under you. And you're going to be so excited about that. So I'll give you about 72 hours. Whoever signs up someone first, to be fair, I'm putting her on your team. Okay? Excited? All right. What do we got? Ooh, another loyal. I just got my 4. Now I got 4 distributors and 4 loyals, and I just got my $100 shopping spree, and I'm already structured for Ruby. This is my first month. Oh my gosh, where's she gonna be? Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, I got a joker. Woo! This is my Aunt Sue. She was married 2 years ago. That they're gonna steal your money just like they stole my money. I had $1,000 still in my garage, and I'm way in the hole. Those are pyramid schemes, and they don't work. I don't know what you're gonna. Okay, if I came across this first, and I'm an amateur, I might get faked out, right? I might be out of business and missed out on all these wins, right? So, I'm sorry to get out of you. Hey, let's try some products. So I bet you have a friend who. We'll talk later. Oh my gosh, my other aunt. Look, loyal customer. Wow, that must have been like a host to post, and I had like 5 super excited people. Oh my gosh, another loyal. I hit the honey hole right here. Another loyal. Woo! Life is awesome. Nothing, okay. Loyal. Nothing. Oh, loyal. Oh, one of those unreasonable people. I can't make you happy today. As far as I'm looking good for you either. Okay. Got it. All right,
No.
guys, how am I doing? 1 month. Look what I did in 1 month. Oh my gosh. I probably went Ruby my first month. Because I got lots of loyals, right? And I got lots of distributors, and all those fast start, I make sure I'm getting those fast start bonuses. So I just made 100. My other girls are working now because they want me to place a distributor on their team, right? And I'm not just going to give away a distributor. Somebody's going to earn it. They're going to earn it me giving them a customer. They're going to earn me giving them a distributor. So professionals sort and amateurs convince. Okay? Does that make sense? Yes. Is that helpful? See, here's what I know is if you could take a whole year to go through one deck. I know people on our team take a whole year to go through one deck, find 4. Those 4 aces take a whole year. Some people do it every month. That's called steps to success. I've never met anybody in this company that did steps every single month for a year straight and weren't at least double diamond. Nobody, ever. Show me, and I'll stop saying it. I've been saying it for years now. I've never met one person in the company that's done 3 distributors and 4 customers for 12 months in a row and not been at least double diamond. Never. Okay? So here's what's cool. Did you know there's people that go through a deck of cards weekly? You know, occasionally people even go through multiple decks of cards weekly. So if you and I know that out of 52, we're going to have a couple jokers, right? We're going to have 4 distributors, and we're going to have 10 to 15 customers. Now it becomes, how many decks do you want to go through? Right? See, because it's really what it boils down at the end of the day, it's what activity we're doing. Okay? I'll give you, I think I got in the last section. How am I doing in time? Got like 5 more minutes? 5 minutes good? Okay. So, now I'll do this in the next section. The last thing I want to talk to you guys about is you are worth it. Okay? Here's what I'm going to do. This right here is a $50 bill. Okay? $50. It's real. Can you tell me, does that look like a real 50 to you?
Looks real to me. Thank you.
All right, so $50. So let's say 5 years ago this was created. How much was it worth 5 years ago? $50. How much is it worth today? $50. So if I do like this, how much is it worth now? $50. If I put it on the ground and I step on a little, now how much is it worth? $50. All right, if I go stick it some, if I dump some BS, I'm not gonna do that. But if I went and put it and flushed it in the, I held it in the toilet and flushed it and spit on it a few times, right? Smeared it in some mud. How much would it be worth? $50, right? So here's what I know. Some of you were born 30 years ago, right? And some stuff happened. You had some people that spit on you. You had some people that rubbed you in the mud. You had some people that maybe even abused you, told you were a piece of whatever and you're not going to amount to nothing. But see, here's what I know. You're worth the same amount that you were worth the day that you were born. And I'm a Bible-believing Christian. I'm not going to press that on any of you, but here's what I believe is that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You were designed for a specific purpose. And no matter what, mommy or daddy or grandma or grandpa or cousin whoever or the world or prior marriages or employees, no matter what anybody in this entire planet has done to you, said to you, guess what you're worth? Guess. The same as you were when you was that 1 day old baby. You're worth just as much. Okay? So I want to encourage all you guys today to understand that through life and through people, we have allowed these self-imposed limitations. We put them on ourselves. We've got these, it's like we have this bondage and these chains. You guys heard that song? We'll go back to my rock and roll days. Ready? There is power in the name of Jesus. Whoa, there is power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of Jesus. To what?
To break every chain.
Break every chain. Break every chain.
minute.
Yeah, you in the back. That's why get up here. It's you. This is happening for a reason. I don't know what he's gonna do.
I have a feeling Melissa's been beat up a little bit in her life. Melissa, this $50 bill has been beat up a little bit too, hasn't it? But guess what it's worth?
$50.
Guess what you're worth?
A whole hell of a lot more.
You are priceless, but now you're priceless plus $50. All right, guys. So I hope with that mindset and with that, all that you guys got some value out of that and you understand. And I just appreciate, I know I'm going to come up again later, but just appreciate you guys having me here. And just remember, be a professional, don't be an amateur. Get your mind right and understand that you are priceless and you're worth everything that God's put on your heart to go and achieve and to do, and you can do it all. Okay? Thank you.